Does your cat really love you, or do they tolerate you because of food? Here's how to tell the difference. Number 1. Feed me. Right meow. A lot of cats become very affectionate and loving when it gets closer to feeding time. If their human butlers aren't fulfilling their every need, they get a little bit catty. These demands consist of more than just food, though. Their wants also include playtime, head scratches, and even for you to fetch that birdie they can see outside the window. Your cat sees you as the ultimate caregiver. If they want something, they know you can get it for them. On the flip side of this, if your furry feline is only asking for food, there's a chance they don't see you as capable of doing anything other than filling the food bowl. If you're in this food-only relationship with your cat, provide them with other sources of enrichment. Perhaps you can buy them some toys or set up a nice cozy space close to where you spend the most time, so they know you're around if they need anything. Number 2. Cat Ebal Lecter. Cats have a funny way of showing affection. In the depths of play, it's not rare for them to give their humans a gentle nibble. These love bites are a way for our floofy friends to tell us they love us. While these love bites seem mean, they're very easily distinguished from actual anger. But sometimes cats go too far. If they do their best to take a chunk out of you whenever you're around, or frequently attack you out of the blue, it may be a sign of an overly aggressive kitty. An aggressive cat that calms down after being fed is a sure sign you need to develop the relationship you have with them. You might have accidentally reinforced the behavior by distracting them with treats when they bite you. Encourage your cat to tone down their behavior by rewarding them when they're being gentle. Remember to use praise, affection, and playtime more often than treats, so your kitty learns you're not just a food source. But don't yell or scold your kitty. A soft disposition can go a long way toward relieving your cat's stress. This can help them remain calm and strengthen the bond you have with them, until it's not just food-orientated. Number 3. Going it alone. Cats are mostly solitary creatures, and there's nothing wrong with that. While a few kitties love being beside you all the time, it's more likely that your feline friends can entertain themselves by gazing out the window for hours. Not all cats need to be around you 24/7. However, if your cat seems to be a ninja in the house and you barely see a hair of them, that's a little too extreme. Even the most independent feline thrives on social interaction. If your kitty appears from nowhere the second food comes out, it's a good sign your cat only likes you for food. In the same way, if your cat is an outside creature and you only see them when you're putting food out for them, they're likely only after you for the food. Either they don't want to be around you, or they found another home to settle in. Try to view your household from their eyes. Conflicts with other pets, grabby children, or even just unpleasant smells can dissuade your cat from sticking around. Or maybe your cat just hasn't seen a reason to love you besides the food you provide yet. Try spending more time with your kitty. Giving them attention when they ask or enticing them to play with you helps to strengthen your bond. Try to avoid using treats to get their attention, though. You want them to see you as a good thing without the help of food. Maybe break out a catnip toy or their favorite jingle ball. Once they know you're fun to be around even without food, they'll enjoy spending more time with you. Number 4. Playtime is over. Cats are very playful creatures. They love batting around a stuffed mouse or playing with a bit of string. It's important for their mental health to play daily, and it can prevent boredom and reduce negative destructive behaviors. Not to mention the benefits it has for their hunting skills. If your cat is completely uninterested in playing with you, it could be a possible sign that food is all they're after. Bear in mind that cats have different ways of playing, and you might not be playing in the right way. If your cat is more interested in chasing a piece of string, they're not going to enjoy a stuffed mouse as much. Make sure you're paying attention to how your cat plays and the toys they love most. However, if your cat isn't playing at all, seems bored, and only perks up around food, this is a good sign that food plays a too large role in your bond. Try to establish yourself as a potential playmate for your kitty. This can help them see you as more than just a meal ticket. Number 5. A change of face. Picture this scenario. You've entered the kitchen and your feline friend is weaving around your legs and meowing in excitement. You get your friend some food, they chow down, and then they want nothing to do with you. A cat that only loves you for food will appear to be manipulative. They act all lovey-dovey before they eat, but waltz off afterward with nothing more than a tail flick. Excitement during food time is normal. Who isn't happy when there's food incoming? Don't be too surprised when your cat is less excited once the food has been eaten. Some cats like to take a nap after eating, and finding the best spot is a big priority. They're on a mission and don't have time to play. Your cat might also think food means affection. If you don't interact with them enough without food being involved, they might be lonely and unsure how to request a little me time. To them, meal times mean they get your undivided attention. While it seems like food is the main attraction, it might be the only time your cat feels they can interact with you. Try to get to know your cat outside of meal times and treats. Learn when to give them space, but make sure you let them know that you're able and willing to spend time with them the rest of the time too. It may take a while, but eventually your cat will learn that they can seek affection any time of the day. Number 6. Tummy troubles. Maybe you've tried to get your cat's attention without relying on treats, but they just refuse to pay any attention to toys or games you want to play. Their food obsession might be health-related. Cats are incredibly good at hiding when they're sick. In the wild, showing weakness like pain or illness can end badly. So, they do their best to show a tough kitty exterior to keep themselves safe. You might not realize they have an underlying health issue at all until you try to connect with your cat outside of meal times. If treats are the only way you can connect, they might have a food-related health problem. A vet will be able to help you rule out medical issues that could be making your cat hungrier than usual. Parasites like worms are the most common problem, but there are also other issues to consider. Health problems like hyperthyroidism, diabetes, nutritional deficiencies, and even pregnancy, if your cat is intact, can all make changes to your cat's food intake. To treat their food obsession, you'll need to treat their medical problems first. Number 7. The wrong type of diet. Underlying health issues aren't the only problem. Cats can also develop food obsessions that display as overexcitement around food or constant hunting for scraps. If they seem bored or lethargic the rest of the time, food might be their main priority. Your cat might be unable to connect with you because of this preoccupation with food, but it's not always a result of their personality. They might not be getting enough nutrients in their diet. Maybe they have too many table scraps, or the brand of food you buy isn't quite up to par. Try to avoid giving your cat too many treats and find a high-quality food brand that meets your cat's protein and fiber requirements. It might be more expensive than other brands you find on your local supermarket's shelves, but it'll help. The right balance of nutrients and minerals will help your cat feel full longer and be healthier overall. If your kitty is constantly sniffing around the kitchen looking for food scraps, make sure you take steps to ensure they can't get into anything. A lot of human foods are high in fats, salt, and sugars and aren't healthy. Some ingredients are outright toxic. Keeping your food out of your cat's reach ensures they only eat what you give them and that it's kitty-friendly. Be patient when you make these changes. Hunting down food in the kitchen may be an ingrained habit that will be hard to break. So be prepared for the habit to continue for a while. When you introduce a new food, you also need to do so slowly to avoid upsetting their stomach. On the flip side of this, cats sometimes beg for food, but don't eat it at all. This behavior can be utterly confusing and worrying. Check out this video to learn why your cat does this.